We'll return to the late morning, early afternoon, lunch, brunch movie after these messages.
Oh, hello. Do you have a loved one who's just, well, different? Do they never seem to pray, not even to say grace before meals? Do they not go to church or profess a belief in God? Then your loved one may suffer from a terrible mental disease called atheism. You are not alone. Current estimates show that 16% of the world's population suffer under the misconception that there is no God, but there is help. At the First Monstertarian Church, we have a regimen of therapy and one-on-one prayer counseling that will bring your poor, suffering, deluded family member back into the light with the rest of us.
All right, where is the little purple son of a bitch?
Hey, I'm purple.
Did you really think you could get away with it?
Get away with what?
Oh boy, you saw the commercial, didn't you? I told you, Fundy, that there would be hell to pay. Well, now hell is here, and his wallet is empty.
What? I'm trying to help these poor people suffering from a traumatic mental disorder. Atheists are mentally ill and need our help. And for $30 an hour, I can provide that help.
Atheism is not a disease, you greedy little maniac. It's just a belief.
Not the way I see it. Here, just listen to what my PR person wrote in our brochure.
The name of the brochure is So You've Lost Your Freaking Mind?
Catchy, huh? Anyway, it says people with mental disorders have aberrant mental processes from the societal norm, indicating a problem with their brain chemistry. Since more than 80% of the world believe in some kind of God, then it stands to reason that atheists suffer from a condition that prevents them from feeling and believing what everyone else does.
Just because a majority of people believe in something doesn't make that something correct.
Yeah, the majority of people on this planet believe the world was flat, but they were wrong. Or were they?
Not now, AJ.
I don't see how you can get mad. You're not even an atheist. You're a skeptic. Or as I like to call it, atheist light.
It doesn't matter, you're broadcasting a lie.
In your opinion?
No, in the opinion of the mental health community.
What do they know? They used to think that homosexuals were mentally ill.
There you are, you fundamentalist of fraud and fakery. I wish to have several harsh and biting words with you.
Oh, crap.
Stay out of this, Quintiforce. I'm handling this.
Yeah, dunderhead. If we need someone to shout big words at us, we'll have Oswald read the thesaurus.
Fiddly-fie on that. How dare you, sir, label atheists as mentally disturbed? Atheism is the only reasonable and rational reaction to the overwhelming evidence of the non-existence of God or gods. Atheism is the apex of human development. Besides, we all know it's you theists that suffer from a mental disorder.
Where do you think I got the idea from? I was watching some dipstick atheist on YouTube prattle on and on about theists being cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs when I realized that the reverse was true. You atheists are a giggling bag of broken nuts, not us.
Preposterous, you dismal devotee of deities! Atheists believe in reason and logic. You theists believe in invisible mega-beings that talk to you. You are the ones in need of excessive electroshock therapy. Your belfry is debatted. Your screws have been loosed, sir.
Ha! Use your science brain. If it is normal for the majority of the population to believe in a deity, then it's you atheists that need prescription drugs and straitjackets.
You are both crazy.
What? We both can't be wrong.
Yes, you can, and you are. Atheism isn't a mental disorder.
Vindication!
And neither is theism.
Yay?
Speaking of someone that has been diagnosed with both a persecution complex and paranoia, I find the assertion that theists and atheists have a mental disorder as insulting in the very least.
I mean, what is it about YouTube that makes certain people believe that they are capable of diagnosing someone's mental condition?
Yeah, it seems there's always someone who likes to diagnose based on a YouTuber's behavior in a video. I don't get it. It's easy to figure out, Gary. It is? Yeah. They're assholes.
No! We use our superior intellect to skillfully deduce the mental state of the subject. Through keen observation, we can make a definitive judgment based on minimal, what some may call flimsy, evidence.
Bull. You trot out the crazy card when you've run out of arguments and you want to feel smug and superior.
Yep, it's easy to point the finger and say, check out crazy.
But these poor atheists need our help. They need help emptying their wallets is what you mean. Whatever. Who cares that no trained mental health professional has categorized atheism as a crazy brain disease? Theism is the norm, and so atheists are abnormal. The ab part in abnormal means you're all crazier than a truckload of drunken circus clowns.
You are the abnormal one. You believe in unicorns and talking reptiles, and your understanding of the first law of thermodynamics is completely wonky.
What do you guys think?
Is theism a mental disorder as certain atheists maintain? Or should those people just keep their uninformed, non-scientific, stupid diagnoses where they belong? To themselves. Comment or make a video response. So, Dunderhead, why don't we continue this argument down at the First Monstitarian Church? If you're mad at me now, imagine how incensed you'll be when you see the atheism cure therapy we've developed.
Well, you do know how much I love my indignant rage.
And I love my smug sense of moral superiority.
Let's pick up some sandwiches and beer and make an afternoon of it.
I'll clear my schedule.
You know, I have been in my fair share of depraved, dysfunctional relationships, but I will never understand those two.
Amen, brother.
Hello and welcome to Intimate Questions, where I answer your intimate questions. First up, Colin Mason, who asks, why do you think I put your channel is among the recommended channels? Well, that's easy. Hypnotism. Necromancer1230 asks, out of all the Jim Henson puppets, who is your favorite, and what about your favorite puppeteer? Well, out of the Jim Henson Muppets, my favorite is Gonzo the Great. My favorite puppeteer is Frank Oz. My favorite puppet of all time is Yoda from The Empire Strikes Back. Gawachan asks, haven't seen Raul for a while. Is he busy?
Yes, I am very busy. I have a whole studio to run, and very little help. Do you think this guy helps? No, all he does is make funny jokes with everybody and take all the credit, while I work very hard every day, late nights. I can't always all the time being on the television and making, with jokes and stuff. And besides which, I live with Fundy Monster. Do you know how difficult it is to live with Fundy Monster sometimes? Oh, his demands.
Vitoldian asks, is there no police force in Opinion-Ville? What kind of justice systems have you envisioned for the not anymore so little society that has emerged there? Yes, there is criminal justice in Opinion-Ville. They have a police force. I just haven't made them yet. Jaybird196 asks, an intimate question for Puppet Jason. How did you meet your girlfriend? Oh, that was a good question.
Oh, well, that's actually a pretty romantic story. You see, we both had a mutual friend that invited us to a party, and I was pretty drunk and, fresh out of college and, high on all of my ideas. And she was right out of the FBI Academy, a first-year agent or whatever they call it. Like I said, I was pretty liquored up, and I was going on and on about how this country was due for a armed revolution and how maybe we should do like in France and guillotine the 1%. So she wound up tapping my phone lines for a good 3 or 4 weeks, and she kind of, fell in love with me over what she was hearing on the phone, and then she arrested me and interrogated me, and one thing led to another, and now we're living together. Okay, that's it for this week's Intimate Questions. Remember, if you have an intimate question that you want to ask me, just go ahead and leave it down below in the comment section. If you have a topic suggestion that you would like to suggest, leave that down there as well. And until next time, this has been Jason with the Day.
What? Oh, hey all you guys. The management has asked me to ask you if you want to help make the trailer for this here YouTube channel. If you do, here's all you gotta do for it. Just make a short video finishing the following sentence. Opinion-Ville is... Say whatever you want to say. One-word answers are preferred, but not mandatory. Then just post your video on YouTube as unpublished and send Jason with a D the link. Simple, huh? We need the submissions by July 31st, 2013. Thanks! Is that it?
Hey, Jason.
What?
Did you go to Comic-Con?
No, why would I want to spend money on airfare, hotel reservations, and $20 mini corn dogs to spend just more money on stuff that I can get online?
Well, I went and I had fun. My favorite part was waiting in line to get to wait in line for the Teletubbies movie panel.
Why? Anything cool you wanted to see will be on YouTube in a few weeks.
So I can say I saw it first.
Yeah, firsties. Swell. Previous generations would sail uncharted seas, climb dangerous mountains, and hurtle themselves into space for firsties. Now we wait in line, choking on nerd stench so we can see a 30-second pre-visualization of crappy CG effects to a movie that will probably be terrible and won't be released until 2017.
I know, it's awesome.
Let's do the shoutouts.
Okay, Mr. Krabby Diapers.
Hey everybody, it's time for me to make fun of your screen name. Ready? No? Tough. Hello! Venatus59, a grass-type Pokemon. Mended. Well, it's either Mended or Mendy. You decide. James Frazier. Don't suffer the indignity of boring screen name syndrome like poor James here. Melanie, 1970 Wii. Wii? So are you excited over 1970 or being named Melanie? Radical Bacon. His bacon is so radical, it's sausage. Ezekiel Balderdash.
It's always good to meet another member of the Steampunk Name Society. I am Nebuchadnezzar Tasty Bumbles.
J-Speed 2. I said J-Speed 2, but what I wanted to say was JSPed 2. Case against Faith 1. In case of an outbreak of faith, break glass and a cloud of reason-restoring vapor will fill the room. Primitive Patriot. Oh, like Neanderthal Hawthorne? Because it's like Nathaniel Hawthorne. He was a patriot, wasn't he? Memo Pie. Memo Pie tastes like work. Mort 155. From here on out, I'm just going to assume that if you have a number after your name, that you're a robot. HOL7. It means something to you, and that's what's important. Smooth 517. The extra O gives you triple smoothing action. Les Confidants. Oh good, I have a ton of French secrets that I am dying to tell somebody. Outlaw Star 00000. That's what Dillinger was. Rolfie 9. A friend robot for lonely children. Running Clam. That's a nightmare if you think about it. The Darwin Man. Whenever creationism creep tries to ruin education, the Darwin Man will always be there. Tobias Sandberg. The Restore Creativity to YouTube campaign can help kids like Tobias come up with original, creative, and mildly antagonistic screen names. Full frontal nerdity is what happens when you play Strip AD&D. Suede Stone. You are one letter away from being a private detective or a blaxploitation character. Suede Stone. Alright, that's enough of that. Remember, if you've been waiting for a shout out and all you've received is disappointment, then please, let Meet Jason know. Till next time.
Why do you hate nerds so much, Jason?
Just because I think Comic-Con is a bloated, money-driven exploitation of pop culture enthusiasts doesn't mean that I hate nerds. I'm a nerd, for pity's sake.
You are?
Yes, I love sci-fi movies. I have a near encyclopedic knowledge of Star Trek. I read The Lord of the Rings every year.
You read The Lord of the Rings every year.
Yeah.
Nerd.